Today I'm here with a video, and I know that we all been to high school. Basically, well, not basically, but you know, like high school is out, like school is out. Everyone's gone. And I don't know about you guys, but high school was kind of lit. Like 9th grade was kind of turned. But it had its moments where it had me messed up. Today is a story time about how a racist teacher wrote me up for nothing. Actually, well, okay, just comment below if you think that I did something wrong in this story. So basically, this was after winter break. So this was the second semester. School literally is almost over in like a couple months, but this was not in January. Bear in mind, this was not in January. This was probably like in April, May. So school is about to be over, and I'm like, why is dude tripping? Like, why is dude tripping? So we had a sub in my second hour, and my second hour was art. Bear in mind, my second hour was lit. We was turned. My whole side of the class was always lit, especially my table. Like, we didn't have no chill. The teacher didn't, like, our regular teacher didn't really care, but he did. It was like, second hour was turned, okay? It was lit. But the day that we walked into the class, like, I get to class with my friends, and we all like, where's our teacher at? Let's name my teacher Mr. Green. You know, name him Mr. Green. So usually Mr. Green is there all the time, and he doesn't really have a problem with us doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? We be chilling, we be cool, and if we take it over the board, then he'll say something. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we was just lit. Like, it was art class. We didn't do much, but art class was that class. Like, second hour was that class. Basically, we get to class that day, that in particular day, and we had a sub. Now, bear in mind, this sub was so rude. And when I say he was racist, he just gave off that vibe. Like, every time you turn around, he was, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but you gotta be able to know in order to know, you know? You know? No one liked him, first of all. Nobody liked him. Like, we done had this dude in multiple different classes. He was real tall, real just, I don't even know. Like, he was just, I'm like, dude. Back up. I already knew like what this dude usually be on, because I had him in my first hour not that long ago, and he was messing me up in my first hour, and it was just like just retarded. Like, he was like, take your earphones out or something like that, and I'm like, I don't have no earphones in. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm known for wearing really big hoops. Like, this is not even the biggest that I've worn, and people think these are just ridiculously huge. But basically, he thought my earrings were headphones. I'm like, you just wanted to find a reason to mess with me. And then that same day, he said we could help and have a partner. And I was helping my friend with her work, and he was yelling at me. He's like, go sit down. I'm like, who are you yelling at? Basically, back to this story time, the second hour story time. So we get in class, and class started at 9:45. So we get in class, we sit down, we doing what we usually do. And he's yelling, he's like, everyone stop talking, I'm trying to take attendance. So he's taking attendance or whatever. And we're just like being chill. Literally not saying anything, being chill. So there was 4 people at my table. But the day that happened, there was only 2 people at my table, me and my friend. The dude who usually sat by me, he was at his table, his original table, because his table isn't, well, my table wasn't his table. He just came over there and sat there all the time. And then my other friend, she was not there. I'm like, why she gotta miss out on this? Like, cause your girl is not about to deal with it. She's not about to deal with the BS. I don't deal with BS. Everybody know that. Like, if you come at me sideways, I'm gonna come at you crooked. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward. So, the teacher, he was like, the sub or whatever, he was like, you guys can do what your teacher told you to do on the board, blah, 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 do your work, and you can do something quietly. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and do something quietly, because I already have my work done. It was literally like drawing your sketchbook or something. Yeah, it was drawing your sketchbook, and do something quietly at your table. So I was like, cool. So everybody on their phones, on their Chromebooks, doing something quietly as soon as they got done. And I'm sitting there being quiet as soon as I got done also. And the sub, he came over to me and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm playing on my phone. And he was like, why are you playing on your phone? Like, he starts raising his voice, and I'm like, because I got my work done. You said we could do something quietly once we got our work done. Anyway, I was like, you said we could do something quietly once we got our work done. And he was like, let me see your work. So I showed him my work. I showed him that it's done. And he's like, well, get off your phone. And then I was like, but you said we could do something quietly as soon as we got our work done. And everybody else was on their phone also. So he wants to go sit down. I was like, whatever. Like, I literally got right back on my phone. So he wants to go sit down. And then he came back over and he was like, can I see your ID? And I was like, sure. Like, I did not know what he wanted my ID for, but I was like, sure. And I showed him my ID. And then he's writing on his little piece of paper. And I'm like, what are you writing down? I didn't say that, but that's what I'm thinking. And then he was like, I need you to go to the office. And then my friend was like, whoa, pause. What is she going to the office for? I was like, right, what I'm going to the office for? I've never been to the office. It was the end of the school year. I'm not trying to get a referral. I'm not trying to go to the office. I'm not trying to have no bad name. I'm not trying to do none of that because I ain't got time for that. So she was like, what is she going to the office for? And he was like, because I've told her multiple times to put her phone down and I told her to stop talking and all that stuff. I was like, I wasn't even talking to tell me to put my phone down. Why everybody else on their phone? Like, the whole side, the other side of the classroom were all on their phone. And they were talking. Like, they was in a whole debate session. And then my friend was like, they over there on their phones right now. You're not saying nothing to them. He looks over and then looks back and was like, I'll handle them later. I was like, oh, really? Oh, really? I'm like, I'm not going to the office so you can keep that piece of paper because I'm not going to the office. Like, okay, then I'm gonna call the office if you don't go. So I was like, oh my God, like they're gonna come down here and try to get me. So I was like, you know what? I'll go to the office. So my friends was like, don't go to the office, ball up that piece of paper. They was like, ball up that piece of paper and don't go to the office or something like that. And then it was like, you don't have to listen to him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, y'all, chill. My friend was like, you better not go to the office. The one who usually sitting next to me, he was like, if you go to the office, you lame, bro, you lame and stuff like that. I was like, chill. I'm about to go to the office. I'm not about to go to the office. So I take the paper, I take all my stuff, and I'm pretending like I'm going to the office. They really out here loud. Like, you really gotta cut grass today. So I was like, I'm not just chill. I know what I'm doing. So I get all my stuff and I leave. And I go to the girls' bathroom. The girls' bathroom was right here. Like, this is the art class, and the girls' bathroom was right here, and the boys' bathroom was this way. Now that I think about it, probably should have went to the boys' bathroom because they would have never thought of a girl going to the boys' bathroom. I could have did so many different things, and I could have got away with it. I go to the bathroom, right? I go to the bathroom, and I'm chilling in there. I look at my phone and it says like it's 20 minutes left for class. So I'm like, good, I'm gonna just chill sitting here until class is over. So I'm sitting there, right? I'm sitting there for like a good 10, 15 minutes. So I'm sitting there for like a good little minute. And this is where the story gets stupid because I did something so stupid. I should have just, I don't know. I should have did something else. Sitting there in the stall, I locked the stall or whatever. And I hear like, the sheriff. I hear the sheriff in the little intercom thing, and they was like, yeah, we're looking for blah, blah, blah. Have you found her yet? And it said my name. I'm like, they're looking for me. I feel like I'm going to jail, bro. Like, I feel like they about to lock me up somewhere. So I'm just sitting there quiet, right? So the sheriff was like, no, we haven't found her yet. We'll let you know when we do. So I hear a security man. It was a sheriff. It was a woman sheriff and a security man. The security dude, I was cool with him. So I knew he was going to, like, you know, let me slide, let me off the hook or whatever. So I'm like, dang, how do I get to him with passing her? So I'm like, dang, I don't know. So the sheriff lady comes into the bathroom, the girls' bathroom, and I'm like, dang, and she knocks on my stall. So she's knocking on all the stalls, and then she knocks on my stall. She was like, is anyone in here? And I was like, yeah, like I'm pretending like I don't know. And then she was like, can we see your ID, please, ma'am? We're looking for someone, and we're trying to make sure that you aren't that person. And I was like, who are you looking for? And then she was like, we can't tell you that or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, can I see your ID? I was like, I didn't bring my ID to school with me. I had to go get a new one. I just got to school or something like that. And then she was like, oh, okay, well, can you peep the door open a little bit? And I'm like, what? I was like, peep the door open. That sounds perverted. Like, really perverted. She was like, I know that sound kind of weird and stuff like that, but can you peep the door open? I'm like, no, I can't. No. She was like, can you do that so we can make sure you're not who we're looking for? And I'm like, no, I can't do that. Even if I wasn't who you guys were looking for, I still would have never did that. That's just disgusting. Like, ew. I'm sitting on the toilet, quote unquote, and you want me to, no. She was like, okay, well, do you know when you're gonna be out the bathroom or something like that? And I was like, I really don't. I'm lactose intolerant. I told her I was lactose intolerant. So it goes from one lie to another lie to another lie to another lie. And I'm like, I'm just lying my butt off right now. So she was like, oh, do you need me to take you to the nurse or something like that? And I'm like, no. I've dealt with this before. I can handle it. So, no, I'm gonna be good. I might be in here for a little minute though. So I'm just trying to stall and waste time because the third hour was about to start. So I'm like, when the third hour start, I can pass through the halls, get to my third hour, they'll never find me. I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm like, they'll never find me, blah, blah, blah. So she leaves and she comes back. So she leave, right? My friend came in there and she was like, psst, brrrr. And I'm like she's calling my name. I'm like, stop calling my name. I'm like, are you retarded? She come back in there and she's like, are you who we're looking for? So she was like, no, I'm this and that. And she shows her ID and she was like, oh, okay. And so she knocks on my door again. She was like, are you gonna be finished yet? I'm like, no, my stomach really hurts. I'm lactose intolerant. I told you this, blah, blah. And then she's like, okay. So fast forward. She leaves and she comes back. And it's literally like 10 minutes left on the clock. Like, this had to be the longest 20 minutes of my life. I'm like, nah, school, class, whatever. You know you can be passing faster than this. She comes back in there and she's like, can you give me your name? And then I was like, Angel. And then she was like, Angel what? And then I was like, Angel McElberry. I gave her the fakest name ever. Bruh, I felt so dumb. Like, I'm like, why did I say that? I'm like, I'm praying to God that there's somebody in that school named Angel McElberry. I really was. And then she was like, oh, okay. So she leaves and she comes back. She was like, we're about to shut the school down because there is no Angel McElberry. My stomach dropped, bruh. I was like, no, she was like, there is no Angel McElberry at this school. And then my stomach dropped. I'm like, oh, snap. She was like, so we're going to need you to hurry up and come out the bathroom because there is no Angel McElberry at this school. And then she was like, and then, no, I said, did I say Angel McElberry? And then she was like, yeah. And then I was like, I meant Angel blah, blah, blah. I don't want to give the girls information out like that because that's just bogus. But I gave her one of my friends' names. And I probably shouldn't have gave her that name. It's not a good name to give. But I was trying to think quick. I already gave her the name Angel. Couldn't change it up now. And that was the only person I knew whose name was Angel. And so she was like, oh, you're Angel, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh, okay. Why'd you give me the name McElberry then? I was like, because that's my middle name. And that's what people be calling me sometimes. You know how it is. So she leaves and she leaves and I'm sitting there. And I was so scared because she said she was about to shut the school down. And we had already been on a restricted movement because we had got so many threats from the school by a female. We had got so many threats to the school by a female. And I'm like, dang, bro. Like, I'm not trying to get in trouble. They gonna think that I'm trying to blow the school up or something. I was like, dang it, I should have just gave her, like, a different name. Like, I should have gave her my friend name, who usually sits at that table, who was absent that day. And it was right by the art class, so it would have made perfect sense. Like, I don't know. I was tripping. So class ended, the bell rings, and I leave the bathroom. When I leave the bathroom, the security man that I was cool with, he was standing there. And, well, his name is Travis. I'm going to give y'all his name. His name is Travis. Travis was cool. He was turned. So the security man, he was like, aren't you the one? You're the one we're looking for, aren't you? I'm like, darn Skippy you are. So he was like, well, I'm gonna have to report you to the office. So I was like, just come on, I don't care. At this point, I don't care. I didn't do all this lying for nothing. I just did not care anymore. So he took me up to the sheriff's office, and I didn't even get in trouble. Like, come to find out, I didn't get in trouble. I didn't get a referral, none of that. My friends came upstairs on the 3rd floor. They was like, so did they catch you? Did they catch you? I was like, not really. I basically turned myself in, and they was like, you didn't even get in trouble for the, you didn't get in trouble for the whole go to the office thing and not going to the office. You got in trouble because you lied about who you were. And then I was like, I really apologize. Like, my counselor guy, no, my principal, we have multiple principals, and my principal, I was like, he was so cool. I was like, please get me off the hook. He was like, okay, since this is your first time getting in trouble, we're not going to give you a referral. We're just going to give you a warning not to do this again. I don't want to see you in my office again. I was like, man, I got your hand all up in this bitch. Story time about how a racist substitute who's nothing. Like, but that's just a lesson for you guys. Don't lie. Okay? If a teacher asks you your name or anybody asks you your name, tell the truth. Don't lie to them about nothing. If you reportedly seen something, don't lie. Don't lie. Like, it's not going to get you anywhere. I literally got in trouble for lying. I did not get in trouble for, you know, getting written up. But that concludes today's video. If you like it, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and follow all my social medias. The link will be down in the description below. And yeah, come back for more.